Hello and welcome back to ERS Racing. Sorry, I had a bit of technical there with my mic. Sorry it was a bit of a late intro, but welcome back, and I am just back from vacation and I'm back into it now on the job for another good commentary here for ERS Racing League. As you can see now, we've come to Australia now, and it's D-Max coming in at 1 minute 18.004 seconds for his fastest lap here. In the time qualifiers here in Australia, Firecolo comes in at 1 minute 18.017 seconds. His last is coming in at third so far here in the time qualifiers at 1 minute 18.286 seconds. If you've just joined us, we welcome you to our live coverage today here in Australia as the races are now putting the push on now, with some coming out of one's still in the pits, some in the outlaps, and some also trying to put the pace on in this time qualifier here as we're up to 13 minutes 19 seconds left here in Australia for the time qualifiers. Well, welcome you anyway, everyone. We've just got bear with me 1 second. Sorry about this. I see. That's cool. Just trying to fix up my mic here a bit. And also I'm getting a couple of messages. Just bear with me, folks. Let's see. One moment. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that, folks. So if you've just tuned in, my name is ERS also known as Benji, here at ERS Racing Leave. I'm just back from vacation. It was a good breakaway, but here now I'm back into it. I've been missing my racing. So at the moment we are in Australia here today, and as we're looking at Grad here on his outlap, as we'll probably go into his cockpit as well. Just a big shout out to a few shout outs now. So big shout out to our FIA team. Big shout out to all the racers today that are here with us racing today. Also, if you would like to find out more about ERS, head on down to www.ersleagueracing.com. We welcome all racers. We are racing league that racing F1 22. We also offer live streams, daily races, F1 and F2 tiers, special events. We also have an FIA department, so a shout out to them, and clean racing. Also want to make a big shout out to one of our drivers too, who's currently in hospital. That's a big shout out to ERS Racing League Geordie. We hope you get a speedy recovery, my guy, and much love from all of us racers and all of the whole team here at ERS. We just hope you get a speedy recovery, and we'll hope to see you back on the track soon. But as we come back down to it, as we're seeing Queen Weaver now, another dangerous driver to watch out for. Currently coming out at 10th position at the moment on his outlap. He's a dangerous driver, so he'll be wanting to make the push here in Australia. Kim Cast is another good driver there. He's currently in the pits as we see D-Max coming out now for the Haas team. Ooh, getting those tyres warmed up a bit more. They mustn't be up to temperature. Well, he's currently holding P1 at the moment at a 1 minute 18.004 seconds. And outside of him is Flying Cooldo with the Ferrari, coming in at 1 minute 18.017 seconds. And this man, another danger man here, last, coming in at P3 at a 1 minute 18.286 seconds. So he'll be wanting to push now, trying to get some more fastest pacing time to get maybe to push him up into P2 or into P1. And his Eastern Boss currently in the pit, so is Amadai in P5, Jack the Racer in P6 currently in the pits as well. Benji now just coming out of the pits are coming onto his outlet now, so he'll be wanting to put the pump on. His fastest lap time is a 1 minute 19.514 seconds. And then P8 is Debbie coming in currently at 1 minute 20.708 seconds. Oh, great, just spun off the track. Oh, jeepers. Lucky it's the time qualifiers, not the race, but that will probably hurt him.
040.
And we have cars here. Currently out at P10, the Red Bull today. And his teammate Kevin Cast. Another danger man. See, he's just put the DRS on as well. It's not too bad, this track, as you can see, is run with Kevin Cast now. As he's going to be coming up to the chicane here. A bit tricky though, some of these, especially the first corner. Most drivers like to take the apex on the mile, but they've got to be wary because sometimes if they put too much pressure on the accelerator, it's easy for them to spin out. See now, Kevin Cast now just putting the pace on, coming out into 6-2 with, at the moment, currently at 40 seconds so far in sector 2. He's coming up to another tricky part of the track here in Australia. Yikes. Handle that with ease. He's putting push on now. He's at the 1 minute mark here, coming into sector 3. And we're not too far away for the actual Formula 1 kicking off next month. You see now, he's just come into the pits. Oh, way, flying Coolo just spun there. Damn me. You see now, as I said before, it's got to take it easy around the corners hitting the apex. If you put too much pressure down, this causes the tyres to lock up and spin. So flying Coolo comes into the pits. Good of Cast comes into the pits. Almost just under 6 minutes to left here, remaining in the qualifying stages. Let's head out to last now. And currently in P4 with a 1 minute 18.286 seconds. He's not doing too bad at the moment, but he'll be wanting to push a bit more. So currently, top 7 drivers all got 1 minute 18 so far, but the one that's holding them away is G-Max in P1, which is currently holding a 1 minute 18.004 seconds. So he's the fastest man so far, but that could change. We're seeing Steam Boss now holding off P5 in the Aston Martin here in Australia. It's not doing too bad now. He's just coming around the chicane now. You can see he likes to sway into the corners just to give him enough time just to control the car and push in with the corner too, and going around at the same time, trying to put the pace on too, coming out of the corners as well. Just makes it look with ease. Lovely driving from him. Still holding off at P5. Well done to him so far. Currently at... Ooh, he's just put on time there. Trying to push it though, and coming into sector 3. It's just coming up to the minute mark now. And we've just almost got 1 minute 25 seconds left here in the qualifying stages.
Hello, my dear friends. Greets from the hospital.
Oh, hey. Big shout out to you, my brother. Yes, all the team send their love and support, and hope you the most speedy recovery.
Love for all.
Love to you, my brother. Love to you too, brother. You just rest up and get well and enjoy the race. Enjoy the race, my man. You well deserve it too. So Boss comes in at P6 now with under just 3 minutes 30 seconds left here in the qualifying stages. And as we come out of the pits now and look at Grad, that's currently in P5 now, just outside of last, and Greta Cars who's holding P3. He's coming up to the 1 minute mark here in Sector 3. He comes up now. And he's entering the pits. As we see last now, still holding off P4, went a bit too wide there, just hanged on to it. See now as he's coming in, just putting the pace on. As he's a sector 2, 35 seconds so far, and he's still pushing it. As we go into the cockpit with him now. As he's coming into the chicane here, puts the pressure down. Whoa! No! Oh, way! Whoa, okay. So it looks like that's putting Lars out of the time qualifiers now. Dear me. That was uncalled for. Oh, I hope he's alright. It looks like he's okay. That's a bad fall for him. So this could be anybody's chance now to take P4 position. They just have to put the pump on. Dear me, that was lucky that was not the race. So we're coming down to the near of our qualifying stages here. It's 1 minute 33 left to go. As we'll head further up the pack now. We'll look at Flying Kulo now. Currently holding P2 with a 1 minute 18.017 seconds. Doing comfortably well on the track. See now, just taking his time now. Coming to sector 3 at the moment, he's currently all at 1 minute 10. Here we go. So that lap there came in at 1 minute 23, but his best lap so far, Flying Kulo, is a 1 minute 18.017 seconds. He's come down to look at Gwyneth Cars now. Taking those corners with ease. On the straight now, it's coming into the last couple of turns here. As we're almost at the end of the qualifying stages now. Oh, Gwyneth Cars, well done. He's got 1 minute 17.883 seconds. So he's now taken pole position and the fastest man on the track. It's almost near the end now as we have 2 minutes 30 time remaining left before we head down to the big one. Now we're going to the cockpit of Armadai. By him is Jack the Racer. Holding the Aston Martin there. Steam Boss now. Just in front of Jack the Racer, his teammate behind him. And as we come to the end of that, you know, as you look at the top 3 grid of cars, Red Bull team 1 minute 17.883 seconds, the fastest man on the track. Flying Colo comes in at P2 at 1 minute 17.915 seconds, and third position was J-Max. But as we come now down to the big one, and if you're enjoying our content, please like and subscribe to ERS Racing League Racing. I hope you're enjoying our content so far, and I hope you enjoy my commentary. As I said, some other ones too. I'm still a newbie, still learning my commentary, but trying to do my best. But if you just joined us, we welcome you. We hope you've had a blessed day, night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you may be watching us. And we're glad to have you here with us today. As we're ready now to head down to the track. Want to find out more information about us, head on down to www.ersracingleague.com, and it will give you all the information you need to know. As we come now for our formation lap now, as the drivers will get the engines warmed up, the brakes pumped, the tyres ready up to temperature in Australia as we prepare for lights out. It'll be very interesting though, because we'll probably see a lot of battles. As we'll change this up a bit. And if you're watching, and if you want me to change any of these settings to any of what you like, just let me know and I'll change them up for you. And now we'll go one by one, follow through the drivers so they head back to the grid. So currently we've got grid of cars, P1, P2, Flying Kulu, P3 is G-Max, P4 Lars, P5 Brad, P6 Steam Boss, P7 Jack the Racer, and P8 we have Armadai, and P9 for Red Bull it's Kevin Cast, P10 is Benji, P11 is Debbie, and P12 it's Crazy Max here. This driver's now coming up into the grid. As we'll wait for the lights out here in Australia.
Kevin Durang. As we wait for the lights out now. Here we go now. And here we go. We are off here in Australia as the drivers jump out. And I think Gwyneth Carr's just got to... Yes, we got through some DT penalties here, I think. So it looks like Flying Call has been pushed back to 11 with Gwyneth Carr still holding position. G-Max is coming in at P3, last in P3. Jim Boss coming in up at P4. Dear me. So far not too bad now. Looks like drivers here. Got yellow flags here in lap 1. So not a good start to this race so far. Still coming down the pack here. Then it looks like Fine Kulo's out of the race. Dear me, dear me. The grid of cars still holding up at P1, the Red Bull car. GMX and Lars currently in P2 and P3 representing the Haas team. You see now they're trying to put the pressure on, but as we go to the back here and 4th and 5th, looks like there's some action at the back here. We're trying to get a look at. The Jim Boss is just putting on the pace. As we go into a cockpit now, Lars has just got the fastest lap, so he's the fastest man on the field for 1 minute 37.617 seconds. As we come out of this, have the cockpits now, and we can see now Jack the Racer just put on the pace and trying to push his teammate. As we come back and we have a look at Kevin Castnell just sitting in back here in P6 just outside the top 5 as he's trying to push his way up into the top 5 as well. But behind him, Benji and Armadai also pushing up now here in lap 2 out of 29 here in Australia. Anything could happen so far. It's still early days to call yet, so drivers will just be feeling out the track, feeling out how they're driving on the track as well. And then they'll be probably start to push each other probably around about maybe the 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th lap. And also, I'll have to be mindful too because I will have to pit stop. And there it is. Gwyneth Cars has spun out, I think, from P1 position. So that pushes him back. And I think he's out of the race as well. So that will be upsetting for him. There's Crazy Max is at the back here, but we're going to have a look now. And I think another one is just gone out too. See now, Lars is coming to P1. Stu Boss into P2. P3 is Kevin Cast. Trying to push now, so we've got 2 cars that are out of the race now. That's Good of Cars and Flying Kulu. Dear me. So we come now, still trying to keep on the action. Here's Jack the Racer just pushing his way to the top 4 now. But behind him in P5 is Benji, who's still putting the pressure on. Letting him know he's there, but just being ready to pounce on him though. So not too bad from the back. They're all keeping it nice and close, just letting everybody know that they're there and just saying, I'm ready to pounce on you, bro, you better watch out because I'm making my way to take your position off ya. You see now the helicopter cam as well, just having the camera view on Kevin Cast now, he's just pushing. Miserable Lars has got the fastest time again, 1 minute 22.196 seconds, so he'll be wanting to push even more. Jack the Racer now, Benji just got a time penalty that could cost him at the end of the race. Let's have a look at Jack the Racer now from the Aston Martin team. Just trying to push his way up and bust it through, so he'll be wanting to keep the pace on and try and push his way forward. We come and look at it now. There's this, and at the back there you can see the Ferrari Armadai here just hit the wall there, and I think he may have lost his wing. I think he has. Yes, he's lost his wing, so he'll be wanting just to stay out of the driver's way, and I think he's going to retire. Damn me. He's lost his wing, as you can see there.
Well, we won't hold up too much long there. Yes, we'll get back to our current P1 position leader, still currently holding a 1 minute 22.196 seconds, the fastest man on the track so far with the Haas car. So his team principal will be very happy with him in this race as he comes into the pits, taking advantage of it now. Excuse me, but that takes Jack the Racer into P1 now, taking his drive penalty, I think. Nope. Just getting his tyres changed. And he's out. That was a good time for him to get out of the pits, but you see now Jack the Racer behind the restart car. These other drivers be wanting to push up to catch up. That brings Jack the Racer into P1, Benji into P2, Grant into P3, Lars into P4, P5 is Boss, P6 is Kevin Cast, P7 DB, P8 is G-Max, P9 number Die, and currently at P10 is Crazy Max. Most of the drivers taking advantage now, just heading into the pits, a few tyre changes. So we're waiting for the safety car here to head back into the pits and we will begin racing again. But not too bad so far. Here in Australia, drivers are putting it to the max here. So we have 2 drivers out of the race, so that just brings it down to 10. And if you're currently just tuned in with us, we welcome you. Hope you've had a good evening, a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. We welcome you here. And we hope you enjoy our live coverage today. But as you see now, the races are just getting prepared now. So we're waiting for the safety car to return to the pits. The drivers now just getting anxious to go up there. So currently at the moment in P1 it's Jack the Racer. P2 it's Benji, P3 Grad, P4 Lars, P5 Jim Boss, P6 Kevin Cast, and P7 it's Debbie, and P8 it's G-Max, and P9 it's Amadai, and P10 it's Crazy Max. So we've lost 2 drivers already, Green of Cars and Flying Kulo. At the moment, we're just waiting for the safety car to return to pits and we'll be getting the race underway. I think there might be something happening to Crazy Max. No. So welcome here to the track in Australia. A few argy-bargies, a few crashes. It shouldn't be too bad here. As we see now, the drivers are all caught up. The drivers are waiting anxiously now to get back to racing. Jack the Racer currently holding at P1 at the moment. Followed by Benji here in P2 as we go into the cockpit pan. We see Greg coming in at P3, P4 is Lars. We're coming to the Aston Martin car now. The racers, get ready. We're on the way here. As you see, there's a bit of a mistake at the back there from Debbie. We're coming up into... See, Crazy Mac now has pushed his way back up into P7. Getting cast now at the back here in P8. Stu Boss currently holding off in P9, Lars in P10. Jack the Racer now currently holding P1. Behind him is the Alpha Tari car, P2, Benji. And P3, Grad there, the Alpine car. See now he's just trying to push away. Looks like he's about 2 car lengths and a half away from Benji, so he'll be wanting to put the pace on now. Benji is still letting him know that he's there. And just putting the pressure on too, just keeping a good distance. But he'll be probably willing to pounce soon, but also will be stopping him for another pit stop as well. We look at Grad now, an Alpine car. Not doing too comfortably as well. We'll be wanting to put the pace on now. His fastest lap times are 1 minute 23.101 seconds at the moment. And as we have a look at G-Max, putting the pressure on though. Currently holding off in P4 position. JB's just got a 3-second penalty. So that could cost him at the end of this race. As we look at Amadai now, just trying to push and catch up to G-Max to Max. Currently off in P4. Oh, he just spun! He spun out! Dear me! So Amadai just spun out as he's waiting. He's just got back onto the track now, so that pushes him back into P8 position. After that spin, put too much pressure down, I think. He was trying to control it too, but he just lost control. So they put him out and back into P8 position. And in P9, his last is just putting on the pressure now. Still the fastest man on the track with 1 minute 22.196 seconds. So he's not doing too bad. And he's also got another fast lap time as well. Currently at 1 minute 22.169 seconds. So Lars is still the fastest man on the track. If he still can keep this pace up with that fast time that he had, he should be able to catch his way back up into the top 5. Stu Boss at the Aston Martin here at the back, holding off the back of the pack at the moment. But he'll be wanting to push on Lars and try and get his way up into the top 5 as well, and get himself up to the near of the middle of the pack before he hits the pit maybe. And as we look at Jack the Racer now, still holding off in P1 position, and behind him is Benji too. Catching up to him though by a couple of milliseconds a lap, so he's not doing too badly. Still putting the pressure on and keeping the pace up with Jack the Racer. We'll look at Grad now. 1 minute 22.625 seconds is his fastest lap. But ooh, I thought there was going to be some contact there. You can see though Grad pushing up to Benji though. It looks at these just like catching up to him though. Slowly behind him is Max though, pushing his way now. He'll be looking though for podium position. As we're here in the 10th lap now. 19 laps to go. Here in Australia, we welcome you if you've just joined us, wherever you may be. If you want to find out more information about us, head down to www.ersracingleague.com. And Lars is again, he's got another fast lap, so he'll be wanting to put the pressure on now, because that's brought him up into P8 position. So it looks like he's going to be hunting to get into the top 5. here on the 10th lap in Australia. As we come further down the pack now, look at Max now. Outstanding effort for him. Currently holding off P4. But it looks like Greg and Benji are about to battle here. As Benji just pulls away, he knows he's there. But at the same time, Max is there too, catching up gradually as well. So this could be an interesting battle with this top 4 here. As we come and look at Kevin Cast now, also hunting and to get to that top 4 and 3 position as well in the next couple of laps as we hit lap 11 now, ladies and gentlemen. And coming out to the P6 position is Crazy Max with a 1 minute 23.320 seconds. Is his fastest lap so far here in Australia. So he'll be wanting to push now and get his way into that top 5 as we look at P7 now. Amadai is not having a good race. His teammate is out as well, so he'll be wanting to bust it now. And try and put much pressure on. He spun out before, but he's currently sitting at P7 position with a 1 minute 22.915 seconds. This is his best lap as we come and look at last now. The fastest man on the track still with a 1 minute 21.380 seconds. So he's catching up ever so slightly though. Just needs to keep on his pace that he's got now. And that should hopefully get him up to where into the middle, more towards the middle of the pack. As you come and look at Stinboss too, also trying to catch up to Lars. Currently holding off P9 and Aston Martin Stinboss. And DB here with a 3-second penalty as well at the back with the Alfa Romeo. It's DB. So he'll be wanting to push up as well. It looks like Crazy Max just got a 3-second penalty. Yes, a 3-second penalty for him. But as we come into the top 4 again, as we look at Max now, trying to put the pressure on from behind. But as we look at Grad now, ever so close to Benji. Well, this could be a battle now because this could be the chance we could take him on the inside. He's going to go on the outside. He's putting the pressure on, so this is go. He's going to do it. Can he get him on the inside? Cool, yes, he did. He takes him on the outside, so that pushes Grad into P2 now. And pushes Benji into P3. What a good overtake. Nice and clean too. So here we go now. Now he's going to try and hunt down Jack the Racer. But behind Jack the Racer, it's that team from Haas. So Grad takes P1. That makes Max into P2 and Benji into P3. Kevin Cast now brings him up into P4, so if we want to put the pressure on, Jack the Racer now. That's currently put him back into P5. And I think he's just put hards on. So Grad now is going to be wanting to put the pressure and try and push as much as he can to break away from the pack as he sees he's doing. Putting a comfortable lead on at the moment. And behind him is Max from the Haas team. Also putting the pressure on too. So he'll be wanting to catch up to Grad for P1 position as Benji now is at the back in P3, so just sort of a slip and slide there just on that last turn coming from away from the pits. You see now coming into the crunch time of the laps as we're almost in lap 14. And it looks like Crazy Max has been pushed back into P7. P4 we have Kevin. P5 Jack the Racer now trying to push his way up, and it looks like Benji just got penalty on him. Debbie comes back into P10, Jim Boss at P9 last. Still the fastest man on the track, but currently holding up for P8. We look at Crazy Man trying to battle here with Amadai. As we go into the cockpit with him. We're about 3 car lengths away, but still trying to put the pressure on to catch up to him. As we look at Amadai now, just trying to put the pressure on and just keep pushing forward. And Jack the Race is doing the same. Kevin Cast is trying to catch up to Benji now. But Benji's got a 6-second penalty, so this could cost him at the end of the race. And he just got more penalty. This could cost that cost him dearly. Got caught speeding in the pit lane, so he got 11 seconds. Dear me. So that brings Kevin Carson to P3 now. As Benji headed off into the pits, and then Max and Gray are still currently holding off in P1 and P2 positions. Gray just putting the pressure on just to keep the fight on and trying to hold the lead here in the 15th lap here in Australia. So almost down to the end of our race, only like 9 laps, a few laps to go now. Here in the crunch time. Our driver's just putting the pressure on here. Max not doing comfortably now, he's just feeling the groove on it, and he's catching up ever so slightly onto grade. Oh! It could have cost him that one. So it looks like Grade's going in for his pit stop soon, which makes Max take the lead and push up Kevin Carson to the P2 position. Grade coming out of the pits now. But no, plenty of time. So Jack the Racer now pushes into P3. Grade coming into P4 now, but he's got the fresh tyres, so he'll be wanting to push now, get them warmed up quickly, and try and claim back his P1 position. Or will Max hold it off? If you look at Benji now, just trying to push, but he's also got an 11-second penalty, and Grad just got a 3-second penalty as well, so that could cost him at the end of the race too. And Amadai now comfortably holding in P6 position now for 1 minute 22.807 seconds as his fastest lap. Crazy Max with a 6-second penalty now. So he'll be wanting to keep an extra pace on him in times, but it could cost him at the end of the race. His last is still the fastest man on the track. His fastest lap was 1 minute 21.380 seconds. Jim Boss currently holding off in P9 for 1 minute 21.679 seconds. It's his fastest lap, and back of the pack with the Alfa Romeo is Debbie with 1 minute 24.293 seconds, and also he's got 11-second penalty as well, so that could cost him at the end of the race if he does push forward. But as we look at our current leader, Max, still currently holding off for P1 with a real good comfortable lead ahead of the pack for miles. As we take a look now, she's just putting the pace on more and more each lap and pulling away from the pack. Keeping Cast now just putting the pressure out, trying to put up. See, now drivers sort of having a tough time on the corners. Oh, we're not doing too bad though. As we're on the 18th lap now. Coming to the business end of the race, and it looks like Brad has just got the fastest lap now, so he's the fastest man on the lap so far now. Benji just got a 3-second penalty, so that could cost him at the end of the race. Once again, that brings him up to 14 seconds, so pretty much I think the Benji could be out of the contentions for either P1, P2 or P3 contentions. Dear me. So Max still currently holding P1, Kevin still at P2, Jack the Racer holding off in P3, Grad the fastest man on the track now, currently holding the fastest time at 1 minute 21.098 seconds. Well done to him. Benji currently holding off at 1 minute 22.149 seconds, but also got a 14-second penalty, but still holding off at P5. And P6 is on the die. Fastest lap time for him is a 1 minute 22.772 seconds. Lars coming at P7, 1 minute 21.380 seconds. So this man here was the fastest man on the track, but Brad just bet his time. So he'll be wanting to push down, try and see if he can catch up and to get into that top 5. But it looks like Grad has just overtaken Jack, and Jack's overtaken Grad. Good battle on going up here for P3 and P4 position. As we was probably keep an eye on these two, because it looks like they're going to battle out again in a quick second. But Grad's still the fastest man on the lap so far, after taking that title off Lars. But this could be concerning though, because a lot of time penalties coming in now. But Jack the Racer just pulling away ever so slightly away from Grad. But Grad now putting the pressure on, saying he's right here and he's ready to pounce on him. As you can see, ever so slightly close to each other. Oh no, Grad just spun out. So that could have cost him. Grad just spun out there. Oh dear me, so that pushes him back into P5 now. He won't be happy with that. Dear me. Oh, that was unfortunate. Just spun out, coming on the straight there, towards the finish line. And don't know what happened there, if it just put too much accelerator down to cause it like too much spin traction, but dear me, unlucky for him. So Benji will still currently hold P4, Jack the Racer back into P3 now. Kevin Cast holding off in P2, and Max, our current leader so far, and still holding on to the lead. So we're coming up into the 9 laps left here. So this will be the crunch time now for our races. This is the business end. So this is where drivers will want to start pushing other drivers now, try and hold positions off from them, as they know as we're coming into the final laps here in Australia. We hope you have enjoyed our live coverage today. Hope you have enjoyed me commentary. As I said last couple of times, still learning how commentary race. Still new to the game, but learning as I go. And just thank you for everyone's support. But now we'll get back to racing. As Max now still holding off P1, and still got a comfortable lead now, so he'll be pushing as much as he can to hold this lead. Kevin Cast now of the Red Bull team coming in at P2. P3 it's Jack.
had a few dramas so far in the race, a lot of spin outs. So some drivers here will be questioning about their tyres. There's Benji now is using his ERS. Just pushing it as much as he can, trying to catch up to Jack the Racer. As you can see on the right hand side of my screen on the map, you see drivers starting to got good comfortable gaps away from each other. I'm now down the pack a bit more into P5 as we look at on my dial, holding off at P5. Lars outside him at P6. Grad's been pushed back all the way to P7 now, after he spun up when he was currently in P1 and P2 positions. So he'll be wanting to push now in these next final couple of laps left here in Australia as we come down, as we look at, I think there was no contact. There was good driving here so far. So it's they offer an Aston Martin taking it out. Look at this. Oh, I think there might have been a wheel to wheel there, but not too much contact from the Aston Martin and the Mercedes. Crazy Maker's gym bosses having a go at each other. You see now, Boss is just behind him ever. Just waiting to pounce, waiting for a good time to get in front and pounce on him. Oh, it looks like Crazy Max is pulling away a little bit from Boss. As we come into the cockpit and look inside Boss's cockpit, just behind him. Boss just must have a strategy here, as we can see. He's taking slightly his time. At the back, the Alfa Romeo vehicle, with all DB still holding off in P10 and 11-second penalty. So look at the Haas driver now, Max in P1 position with a comfortable lead, just boosting it as he goes. I don't think anyone's going to catch up to him now, unless if he pits, that'll be the only time to catch him. But Grad has got the fastest lap time again at 1 minute 20.035 seconds. So Grad, once again, has smashed his own time, and now fastest man on the track. But he's still currently holding off a P7 position with a 3-second penalty, so it could cost him at the end. But with a fast lap like that, it shouldn't have no worries. As we come into P2 position to look at Jack the Racer just holding off Kevin Cars. But as we know, if you've just joined us, Kevin Cars is also a dangerous driver to watch out for as well. But I think he just made a mistake at the back there, so he'll have to catch up again, Kevin Cars. We go to the cockpit with him. He'll be wanting to put the pressure on Jack the Racer, as he was almost had him before, so he'll be wanting to work hard now and push up to him. Looks like Crazy Max has just got another penalty, so that will take him into 9 seconds. As we come and have a look at Benji now, holding off from P4, but he's got a 4-second penalty, so that could cost him at the end of the race. On the die now, just still pushing his way in now, doing his quiet comeback now as we're on lap 24. So only 5 laps to go here. See Lars now coming in at P6 position. And Grad still currently holding off P7, but he's been more wanting to push since he's the fastest man on the track now. If he can keep that pace for the next couple of laps, he might be able to get his way up in there. He'll be wanting to push now. Crazy Max at the back here with a 9-second penalty, but his current fastest lap was a 1 minute 21.981 seconds, so he'll be wanting to push now and try and get into the top 5 if he can. Boss at the back and currently holding off in P9.
His fastest lap time was on 1 minute 21.679 seconds. And behind him and catching up also is Debbie. Kim Cast now still holding off the P3. Behind him, coming up speeding, is Benji. Also trying to get up there. Last coming in at P5. Benji just got another time penalty, so this could cost him even more at the end of this race with a 17-second penalty. Dear me. Kevin Castle holding off P3. Jack the Racer still holding off P2, but trying to catch up to our leader Max here. He's probably going to try and lap some people because he's ever catching up so fast. Dear me. It is, we're coming up now to the last 4 laps here of our race. It is crunch time here in Australia, but it looks like Max is just going to take out P1 position. As we come back now, it's a P3 human cast now. Benji now holding off in P4. Still trying to push his way up. Look at Amadai with the Ferrari. Just putting on the pace on, but just needs to put extra now. Just needs to give all he's got is here in the 27th lap. June Boss here, still holding off in P9. Evie just got lap, holding off in P10. So look at Max now, still got a comfortable, well comfortable lead. I think this race is going to be his. No one's going to catch up to him. Jack the Racer still holding off in P2. Holding it comfortably as well. But it'll be Kevin Cast and Lars that'll be trying to put the pressure on now. But Kevin Cast has just got a 3-second penalty. So that could cost him at the end of this race as well. So Jack the Racer and Kevin Cast have got 3-second penalties now. What could cost them in their positions. But as we come back to the pack now, P4 is still holding off in P there, and P4 is Benji. Putting on comfortable pace though, but he'll be wanting to push a bit extra now. So we're heading into almost the last 2 laps here in Australia, with Lars coming in at P5 position. Oh, and he just spun out and he hit the wall. It's his wing and tire. He's got to the race. No. Lars is out. Dear me. Oh no! Oh, Lars is out of the race. He hit the wall. I thought it was just going to be the wing, but no, the tyre comes off too. So that will push the racers behind him up into his position. Dear me, unlucky for Lars. He'll be disappointed with that race. Real disappointed. Oh no. So it looks like it's up to his teammate now, who's comfortably holding P1 position, to finish the race off in style. So that brings 3 races out of this race now. Lars, Good Cars and Flying Cooler all currently out of the race. if I did not finish. But as we come back to the leaderboard here, as we can see Max gonna try and take over again, trying to catch up to the Mercedes driver to lap him. Jack the Racer still holding off in P2 position with 3-second penalty. Also with Kevin Castle with 3-second penalty, so this could be interesting at the end of this race. And Benji now still holding off from P4. We're coming up to the last lap of the race now with 3 drivers who did not finish. Amadai now in P5. Grant in P6. He's had a comfortable drive, but he'll be a bit upset too. Finishing up in P6 position. Stu Boss, real good man here. And Crazy Max too, also had a good race, but he'll be disappointed with the 4-second penalty. Demi at the back of the pack. You can see now the race is almost heading to the end now. But at the moment, oh, Madai's out, I think, too. So I think Amadai crashed. Yes, he's out of the race. Yes, he hit the wall there. He's out. His tyre, wing. Dear me. Dear me. So Amadai is out of the race too. He crashed into the wall there on the last lap. So disappointed. He'll be disappointed for that. But as we go to see the man who took our race out, Max. Oh, flat tire last. Dear me. Dear me. So it looks like our top 5 is Max, Jack the Racer, Kevin Cars, Benji and Grad that are making it. So we'll be having some interviews with our drivers, Max, Jack the Racer and Kevin Cars. Dear me, what a race here in Australia. But bear with me 1 second. As we go to the podium now, as we watch Max come to the podium and claim Australia. As we wait for the drivers to join the party that I've just started. There's Amadai. What's up? What's up, my guy? Oh man, hard luck, man. Hard luck.
Damn, I made so many mistakes I can't even count them. Very disappointed in myself.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Hey, you know, it's this what finds comfortable for you. You might have to readjust your settings on your steering wheel, or whatever feels comfortable for you. But it is hard for a first-time person using the steering wheel. I understand. I use the steering wheel too, and I'm still learning too, trying to get used to the settings as well. So I understand where that's coming from. Ah, yes. Yes. As we wait for these other drivers to join the party if they can. Try and get a quick interview with them before we wrap things up here in Australia.
Yes, what I could see there was. Yes, I've seen that. Unfortunately, you hit the wall. Yeah, damn me. Yeah, man. Good luck for your next race too, man. It was good to see you again. No, you too. No, thanks, man. Do you want to do any shout-outs before you leave? No. Thanks, brother. Thank you, my man. No, you too, bro. And who we got here? Is that you, Kevin?
Good evening.
Hey, how are you, my man?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Ah,
Days.
yes. What's your thoughts, insights?
I had a really bad qualification, so I started at the back. But I knew there was a chance with less people than normal. So it was a good
Yeah.
chance to score some good points.
Yes.
And after 2 or 3 laps, I was in third position, and I thought like I could win it. But unfortunately, after the restart from the safety car, I got some rig damage, and
Oh, so that's why. Yes. Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I was slow for the rest of the race.
Damn.
But still managed to get P3, so it's decent.
Yeah, that's decent, man. Yeah, congratulations, though. Well done on that. It was sort of out of it though, because what I've seen too with like other drivers as well, like just I think I don't know what it was, but most drivers were spinning out quite a lot. I don't know if it was due to their tires or just I had no idea. It was just weird to see. It was just weird to see on my angle a lot of drivers just couldn't.
I think it's because of Australia's first of all not a really easy track, so that's the first thing. But I think as well the temperatures were a little bit colder than normal, so people started to get heat in their tires.
Yeah, I thought so, because like most times when I see like the drivers on this track, you know, pretty well adjusted, but today for some reason drivers just weren't adjusting to the track, and I was wondering if it was due to tires being cold, they did do, or just too much in a rush. But
yeah, I don't really know. I didn't struggle with it, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but overall, man, congratulations, good race, my man.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
good to be back, and good to be commentating again. And you too, my man. Do you have any shout outs that you want to do before you leave?
Shout out to Molly and Sander, my friends.
Oh, that's cool, man. And GG, brother. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Alright, bye bye, my man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be watching around the world, we thank you for joining in for our live coverage here for our race here in Australia at ERS Racing League. If you want to find out more about us, head on down to www.ersracingleague.com where you'll find all the information about us. We do live streams, daily races, F1 and F2 tiers, special events, FIA department, and most important, we love to do clean racing. So, well, enjoy your fellas morning, evening, wherever you may be. We hope you've enjoyed our live coverage. Please like and subscribe if you do like our channel and our content, and we'll hopefully to see you on the next one. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you on our next race. This is ERS, also called, formerly known as Benji, leaving you with God bless and stay humble and love one each other. Peace.